on, everybody? It's me, Truck Driver Sean, here on the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Today, coming at you with this right here. Oh yeah, look at that thing. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's just so sexy. That is the Nebula Advanced Overdrive by Airis Effects, otherwise known as a Grail pedal. For the longest time ever, these have not been produced, and on the used market, there's guys robbing you for $500, $450, $350 for used ones. They've been around forever. Well, I'm here to tell you, American money, $270. That's what it's going to cost you. You can get these now. Pick your color, all that happy shit. Just to run over the controls real quick, you have a ground lift for the effects loop. It is a 4 cable method. You can use it too. It will shine on 4 though. No one's here to tell you which way you have to use it. Use it any way you want, because at the end of the day, you control your own tone. Do not care what the internet says. Fuck the internet. Seriously. So he made it real simple for you to hook it up. This says to the effects return. So you come out of here into the effects return, right? Here it says from the effects send. So you go out of the send from the effects loop into here. Right here says to the amp. So you come out of here, go into the input of the amp, and then obviously the guitar. Plug your guitar in right here. Pretty simple, right? Runs off a 9-volt. So your controls are pretty easy. You have your muscle, which kind of how big and violent you want it to be. You can have it be thin, you can have it be thick, you can have it be punchy. It's got a lot of use in one knob right there. It's actually pretty dope. Then you have your volume, you have your tone, and you have your gain. Now this could be the first time I think I've ever said this about something from Airis Effects. There's not a lot of gain, but it's an overdrive. So you're not supposed to really have a lot of gain. What you do have is a massive spectrum of that gain. You can use a lot. You can use a little. It might not sound awesome when you go, oh, it doesn't have enough gain to rattle the... You don't need that. Most of the amps we're using today, you don't need that. But this right here, you can put that little touch so you get some back in that you lose by tinkering with all the other fucking buttons, right? You got your voice, which is kind of be a lot to do with it. Actually, all 3 of these are going to be kind of to do with the mids a little bit. The width, the voice is kind of like your chiminess of the mids, we'll call it, okay? Like, it's subtle. Again, big spectrum, which is someone like myself. I play a lot of different amps. I have a lot of different amps come through here. This is fucking great because things aren't overkill. They're actually very purposeful, which in today's environment is kind of frowned on a little bit. But trust me, this thing is a beast. Just because I say don't have a lot of gain doesn't mean you don't have any gain. All right? And with the voice, it's no different. You're going to have that little control over that tipping point, that high point of your mids, and the width is going to be the low end of your mids. Kind of figure out where they're going to sit, right? Because all the tone does is go from dark to bright. So this is going to help you with your mids. And down here is your boost or cut for your mids, and it is called the plus minus, or minus plus. On and off. That's it, man. That's all she's got. Except for the 3 secret weapons in the middle. That's right. You have 3-way toggles. You have a bite, which is a normal. It has a sharp and a warm. Normal would be it's not doing shit. Sharp, it's gonna be sharp. That's one thing Airis does very well. Sharp is sharp. It just is. And then warm is a little bit more on the I don't want to call it the bassy side, but it's kind of that warm. And it's really the way to put it. It just fucking sums it up, right? Your next one is your clipping. You have symmetrical, op amp, and asymmetrical. Then you have your tight, which you have normal, which means it's not doing shit. You have tight, and you have fat. Not F-A-T, like my fat ass, but P-H-A-T, like fat, yo. I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, This is awesome. Huge thanks to Richard for building this for me. Let me go with the green. These used to come in purple. You can still get them in purple. You can get them in red. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I like green. Green's pretty dope. That's what I get. Gets the greens. This is awesome. Well worth $271. Just because it's not like any other Overdrive. It does a lot of things really well. And a lot of it, if it's one knob you're talking about, it's subtle. You work with all of the knobs, it's not so subtle. Okay? It's one of those things like the sum of the pieces give you the part, right? That's kind of what it is. To me, it's a studio tool. I don't know if I would ever take that to like a live gig. Um, then again, who's to say you can't? I mean, his stuff's built well anyway. But having it here, I can run it through any of my amps with the variants that are on that thing. I like a specific tone. So I think most guitar players do. We like a specific tone. And it just helps me get to where I want to be for my ears. You don't have to like my tone. I sound like me. And that's all I can do is just sound like me. I don't want to sound like you. I'd love to sound like Neil Betancourt, but let's face it, I'm not the player that Neil Betancourt is. I need to sound like me. I'm happy with me. That's all that matters. All right. So we're going to plug into this thing. I guess we'll use this, since I have it out, we'll use the Mesa Boogie Triple Crown. We'll play on the blue channel because playing on the red channel is kind of cheating. I mean, it's got gain for days. You know what I'm saying? Custom Arachnid 2x12. We'll use my rough guitar. It's a Dr. Schrodinger. I love that guitar. It's so awesome. Loaded with Mick Thomson Fishmans. Yeah. Well, I hooked these up. You can watch the Batman. So, to the Batman! Alright. Here we go. So we have the Nebula Advanced Overdrive hooked up. Using the 4-cable method. That is guitar going into it and effects loop going into it. Sort of like how you use a 4-cable gate. Into the blue channel on the Mesa Engineering, or Mesa Boogie, if you want to call it that, which I do. The old Mesa Boogie, Massive Booger. I'm going to use the blue channel on the Triple Crown. Alright, so yeah, guitar is a rough Dr. Schrodinger. It is loaded with Mick Thomson Fishmans. And yeah, my custom Arachnid 2x12 over there. That sexy motherfucker. Alright, here we go. As you can see, just with everything at noontime and all the switches in the middle, the amp immediately comes alive. And that's a lot to do, again, when I talk about it being 4-cable. You're not just using your preamp tubes at that point, you're also using your power amp, right? So you're kind of feeding it from everywhere. The whole amp is working for you, which is what makes the Nebula absolutely amazing. It's just, it's been a legend for a reason. And I'm super, super happy that Richard decided to start making them again. And again, don't buy them used. Those guys are crooking the fuck out of you. Get them off Richard for $270. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play with a muscle, which is kind of like it's gonna girth it up a bit. All right, here we go. She get thicker than a snicker. You know what I'm saying? You're here. Turn this into a BBW real quick. Big old baloney tits and shit. Next is volume. That's kind of what it is, so we're going to do this real quick, okay? All right, next is your tone, which obviously should go from broody to choppy. Next is the gain. That's where the gain cranked. So obviously, it's the gain is subtle. It gives you a really, really big sweep, like a crazy big sweep. So now we have the voice, which is, I don't know. It's to me, the voice has always been more to do with the mid range, but this is Airis effects. God only knows what Richard has doing in that. There was no description on this pedal, so we're just gonna turn it and hope for the best. All right, here we go. Okay, next is the width. So I'm going to take it, this is just going to deal with the lows, like tightening them, spreading them out, you know, like your mom. All right, so the next one is your plus minus, which is going to either boost and or cut your mids. All right, here we go. Pretty simple there, right? All right, so now we have the toggles. So you have 3 toggles on here. You have your bite, you have your clip, and you have your tight. Your bite is going to be how the highs hit your signal. And you have 3 choices. You have normal, sharp, and warm. Okay? Right now it is on sharp. So we're going to start. Actually, we'll start at the top. We're going to do it on normal, which is just nothing. Then it's going to go sharp and warm. Next is your clip. So we're going to put that all the way up at the top. So you have 3 clipping stages on this. You have symmetrical, op amp, and asymmetrical. We're going to start on symmetrical, then we're going to do op amp, then asymmetrical. All right, next is your tight. All the way up at the top is normal, like nothing's going on. Then you're going to have tight, and I have no idea what that. Fat. Okay. For some reason I spelled the P-H-A-T like it is on that, and my handwriting sucks. All right, so yeah, we have normal, tight, and fat for the tight switch. Here we go. Now it's Donald in a tone. Yes, mate. All right, so that's pretty much a runaround of the whole entire shindig, right? It pretty much does everything. It the reason why it's called the advanced overdrive. It's got way more than you would ever need. But if you're the type of person that's really trying to carve in a certain type of sound, this is what I would call a studio tool. I know I'm using it in the bedroom. That's a quasi studio. Nothing wrong with home studios. Just gonna put that out there. So yeah, it's fantastic. And when I contacted Richard, I go, "What's the chances you'd ever bring that back?" And he said, "I can build one." What? Used to go up like $400 to $500, but you can buy it for 271 in the United States, 369 in Canada. Yeah, you can't beat it, man. So up here at the top, just to talk about the connections, he made it so even if you don't understand the four cable method and you understand English, you're gonna be okay. So you have two, the effects return. So you come out of this, into the effects return. The next one says from effects send. So you come out of the send into there to the amp. Obviously, you go from there into the amp, and then from guitar is where your guitar plugs in. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. And as a little added extra thing, something he added is because he always wanted to do it and just never did with the older ones, is you on the back you have a ground loop fixer majiggy thingy, little switch. On and off, I guess. I have no idea which way's on or off, but I'm not having a ground loop problem. It's for the effects loop only, by the way. So yeah. It's smart. It's just smart. It's been an awesome pedal, and if you're part of pedal culture, you've heard of this pedal. You know about this pedal. There's nothing I can tell you about this pedal that you probably don't know except the fact that you can buy them now. And you can pick the color. Yeah. AirisEffects.com, man. Really, at the end of the day, don't buy one of these used. It's fucking assholes making money on just because you couldn't buy one. Well, now you can. Stop with shit, okay? All right, very cool. My name is Sean. They call me Truck Driver Sean. If you found this entertaining, useful, or if you just want to straight talk mad shit about me in the comments, subscribe, would you? At least do that for me. If you're gonna talk shit about me, about how fat I am, how I'm growing out my hair, so I must be getting ready to go trans or something. Yeah. At least subscribe if you're gonna leave shit comments, alright? Very cool. By the way, I do enjoy fucked up comments. Just gonna put that out there. Alright, very cool. I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.